this is Jamie Magridge. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card. I wanted to use a couple of the stamps that are retiring that are my favorites. So let's get going. I'm going to be using Buffalo Chuck and Tulle Wild Rose. I have a scrap of white and a second scrap of white. I have a 3.5 by 4 1/4 inch piece of saffron, a 3 5/8 by 4 3/8 piece of black, a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of saffron, a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece of black, and then I'm going to have a standard card base 5.5 by 8.5 scored and folded at 4 1/4. I'm also going to be bringing in this die from Tasteful Labels. I'll cut that out of one of these, and let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and I will be right back. Okay, I got that cut out. Let's place that aside, and I think I'm going to do, let's just move all these up here. I think I'm going to do this background first. I've got a scratch paper here. I'm going to bring in Buffalo Chuck. I'm going to use saffron ink. And I just have it stuck inside of my box here. I'm going to move it over just a hair so it's not hitting this. I'm going to ink this up well. Bring in my saffron 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece. I'm going to center that up on here if I can. Okay, I'm going to bring in my scratch paper. Without moving that, I'm going to give that a really good rub. Just make sure you keep one hand down so that it doesn't slide. Okay, now we're just going to pick that up. There we go, there's our background. Okay, bring in my chamois. Wash. Put it away. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my rose. I'm going to bring in this one. The 3.5 by 4 1/4 inch piece. I'm going to need this too, so I might as well mount it. I need this outline piece here on a block. Saffron ink, and I just stuck my finger in it, of course. And we're going to stamp this background randomly. I'm just going to fill it in with this rose, this outline rose. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we also need, as other two pieces here. Just making sure they don't have any hairs or dust on them. Okay. And I'm going to bring in one of these white pieces. I'm going to start with the most detailed one. I'm going to stamp that. Full strength, so saffron. And I'm going to take this most solidest one, and ink that up. This one I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to line it up here with this one. Sorry if I get my head in the way. Okay, now I'm going to come in with that solid one. I'm going to ink it up with the saffron. And for this one I'm going to add a little bit of Flirty Flamingo, just because I want a little bit more detail in the center there. So I'm going to use my brush here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of Flirty Flamingo to that center. Line it up. There's this one little petal that makes it easy to figure out where you need to line up with. Over the top. And I'm not sure I'm completely accurate, but it's alright, it works either way. Yeah, I'm off quite a bit, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. And then we're going to do the leaves. I don't know if I can fit them on this one, that's why I had a second one. And this is 3 as well. I might only use 2 of them. Let's load them up. Okay, I'm going to start with the most detailed. Oh, let's put these other colors away. I'm done with them. Bring in my old olive. And I'm going to start with the middle one. I might be able to get it on here. I think I can. I'm going to stamp it here. And I'm going to bring in the really detailed one. And then the line art. Okay, now I'm going to use my dies and I'm going to cut those out, and I will be right back. I'll just use this one here for this one, this one here for this one, and I will be right back. Okay, I got my pieces. Oh, I need to do the hello. And that I'm bringing in the memento. And I'm going to stamp it up here in this corner. I need to clean my blocks. They're getting hard to see through. They're so dirty. Awesome. Okay. These inks out of the way. All right. Bring in my card base. Go ahead and score it, 4 1/4. Turn it away from where I just scored it. I like to line up the corners here. Alright, let's layer this up. First thing I'm going to do is add the plaid layer to the black piece, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to glue this to the front of my card. Come on, slide just a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm going to layer this piece that we stamped onto our 3 5/8 by 4 3/8 inch piece of black. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of this, and dimensionals on the back of our rose. Let's bring those in. Three on the back of that should be sufficient. I like to put one in each corner, and at least one in the center. One more. All right. So now we're going to put this up here in this top corner. Which way do we want it? I think I want it this way. And I want this edge, and this edge to be the same distance away from this. This edge is going to be more. So like that. Stick that down. Okay. I'm going to adhere my hello. And it's up here more towards the top, but on this, towards this side of there. So there's like a 1/2 inch here, maybe a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch there. Okay. Then our flower is going to go here. Whoops, like that. And then our leaves, we'll put some glue on the back. I'm going to tuck those in underneath. There we go. There's our card we made together. This one I added a little bit of that pink. Here's the one I did previously. It doesn't have any pink. It's just all the saffron. Well, thank you so much for joining me today at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper.